Why did Seungri's sentence get reduced, and when is Jisoo's solo coming? The wave of shocking news and updates from the K-pop industry hasn't stopped this week either, so let's go through everything that's been happening lately. Promise 9 are banking on their newfound success because they had 2 music show wins with their newest comeback, DM. First, their newest release, Midnight Guest, managed to sell 100,000 copies in the first week, which nearly tripled their own record of sales. Then they ended up taking first place on the Honto chart's real-time, daily, and weekly album charts, and on the Gaon chart retail store album charts. DM also topped the real-time and daily charts of Bugs. Their success wasn't just domestic, as DM also took first place on the real-time charts of Rakuten Music in Japan. Now, Promise 9 has also gotten themselves 2 music show wins, and the members and the fans couldn't be happier about it. Promise 9 said, "We sincerely thank the F-Lovers fandom who made it possible for us to win first place once again with the new song DM. Congratulations to the members. They have worked really hard for this." JYP has finally revealed the first teaser for the debut of their new girl group. They also officially announced their name, and it's Enmix. The group is set to debut in February, but the company hasn't revealed the exact date yet. In addition to releasing a debut teaser clip titled Nice to Mix You, JYP also released the group's trailer. From the videos released so far, it seems like the group's music videos will follow a storyline of their own, since the teaser contains Enmix's aspirations and strong determination to walk towards a new utopia. But the concept alone has gotten Enmix into controversy. Some K-pop stans, especially aespa fans, seem to think that Utopia is a copy of aespa's Kwangya and that JYP Entertainment is stealing aespa's concept. But netizens seem to be expecting their debut with excitement. One netizen wrote, "Wow, awesome, crazy. Everyone is freaking pretty and their concept is unique, so I'm looking forward to them. We gotta wait and see what their debut is like." It looks like April has fallen victim to the 7-year curse, as their agency DSP Media announced that the group would be disbanding on January 28th. Since their contracts expired in 2022, the members of April decided against renewing them with the company for another year and announced the group's disbandment. DSP Media released a statement in which they revealed that the members have parted ways with the label and the group are now going their separate ways. The statement said, "After a long period of discussion and debate, our agency and the April members decided to have the group disband and go their separate ways. We ask that you give lots of support and interest to the 6 members who will be walking a new path that is not part of April." This disbandment doesn't come as a surprise to anyone, considering April made many headlines last year when former member Hyunju accused the group of mistreating her. Adding to that fact that RBW Entertainment acquired DSP Media just a day before, fans think that DSP Media let April down and that RBW doesn't want to assume the responsibility of dealing with April's accusations, so they disbanded April in order not to deal with them. Whatever the reason is, there's nothing left but to wish the April members success in their future ventures. With an alarming number of K-pop idols testing positive for COVID, it unfortunately doesn't come as a surprise that other idols get infected as well, since they all sometimes meet backstage or share the same dancers or other staff members. 2 of the youngest members of SF9, Huyoung and Tani, are now being held accountable by the public for violating quarantine protocols. As of January 27th, a total of more than 7 different idols reported testing positive for COVID. Amidst that, on the same day, it was reported that SF9's Huyoung and Tani were being investigated for violating quarantine guidelines. FNC Entertainment said that both Tani and Huyoung revealed that they were charged with the violation of COVID protocols when they went out to a nightclub in South Korea. Reportedly, the 2 had gone out to celebrate Tani's birthday along with some friends. They visited a club on the night of January 17th, but remained there until 1 a.m. on January 18th. Due to the club being open after the issued closing time, the police were called and Tani, Huyoung, and their friends, along with the owners and staff of the club, were booked for violating these restrictions. FNC didn't excuse any of the members' actions, but apologized for not being careful enough as the agency behind them. They released a statement saying, "It is definite that Huyoung and Tani's actions were careless and deserving of criticism. They are reproachful of themselves for causing concern to fans and the public, and they are deeply self-reflecting and regretful. We also express deep apologies for being inattentive about managing our artists with no room for excuses." And then they promised to make sure that something like this won't happen ever again. Both members posted handwritten apologies on Twitter. Huyoung said, "I sincerely apologize to all the fans who have supported me and trusted in me. I also apologize to my members and the company staff to whom I wasn't able to apologize because I felt so apologetic to cause them to worry." Huyoung also admitted that he was regretful for not thinking about the seriousness of the pandemic and putting the health concerns of the world ahead of his recklessness. He promised fans that he will reflect on his mistakes so as to not disappoint them in the future. Tani posted a similar letter, but netizens caught inconsistencies between the letter they posted and the media reports. While the media reports that the members were in the club from the evening of January 17th to 1 a.m. of January 18th, Tani and Huyoung said that the police barged in as soon as they arrived at the club. They also said that they were with only one acquaintance, while the a media report said that, including the owners and staff, there were a total of 17 people at the club. The reactions of netizens are pretty strong, since one of them wrote, "They are just lying to the people who were asking for an apology post. Seriously, they must view us as pigs." What do you think about this situation? It looks like the Korean justice system is bent on not making any of the participants in the Burning Sun scandal suffer for the consequences of their crime. Both Jung Do-young and Choi Jung-hoon received reduced prison sentences, with Choi Jung-hoon even being released in November of last year. And now, as if things couldn't get worse, Seungri's sentence has also been reduced to 18 months. Initially, the prosecution had asked for 5 years in prison for Seungri when he denied 8 of the charges except for violating the Foreign Exchange Transactions Act. However, during Seungri's previous hearing in August 2021, he was sentenced to 3 years in prison as well as a fine of 1.15 million Korean won. Seungri was charged with a total of 9 different violations, but despite all this, his sentence has been reduced to half of what it initially was. During the trial held on January 27th, Seungri's prison sentence was reduced from 3 years to 1 year and 6 months in prison. Seungri also admitted to all charges despite stating that he was innocent in the past. He also said that he will reflect on his actions. The Korean public wasn't too happy about the fact that he was sentenced to 3 years in the first place, saying that it was too short of a sentence for the amount and types of crimes he committed. And now, with this already short sentence being reduced even more, netizens are enraged. One of them said, "Prostitution, pimping, gambling, embezzling, violation of trade. Didn't know all of those were such weak crimes worthy of such a tiny sentence." Just as people were starting to think that the victims might get closure of some kind, the Korean justice system has failed them once again. Ending the video with happy news, Jisoo has announced that her solo will be coming out this year. Jisoo is currently the only Blackpink member that doesn't have a solo song, but it doesn't mean that she's not working on one. She is the lead actress on JTBC's drama Snowdrop, but she just hinted that she might also release a solo this year. On January 25th, Blackpink were finally together as 4 for their online fan sign on Weverse. There were a lot of things that were hinted at the fan sign, including activities and schedules, and most importantly, Jisoo's upcoming solo. During the fan sign, a Blink asked, "Can we anticipate true solo this year?" To which Jisoo answered, "Oh, of course." But things didn't go too smoothly after the announcement. While the words Jisoo solo this year dominated real-time searches on Twitter as fans expressed their excitement after finally getting a solo debut from Jisoo, something else was going on in the fandom itself. On January 27th, a total of 27 Blackpink fan accounts on Twitter simultaneously announced to rest without an explanation. While this is definitely weird, Jisoo's fans are convinced that this is their way of telling everyone that they're refusing to support Jisoo's upcoming solo. Many of Jisoo's fans are upset because Jisoo's first K-drama is yet to finish, with only 2 episodes left, but with many of Blackpink's fan accounts closing temporarily, there's no way for them to promote the series. The fan accounts announcing the unexpected rest is probably a way to pressure YG to give Blackpink a comeback after the announcement that it would be delayed. A fan base of Jisoo also assured that they have coordinated with other Blackpink fan bases so they can be active during Snowdrop's finale, but there are speculations that Jisoo teasing her solo has caused the fan bases to close, as they're being accused of avoiding to promote the drama and Jisoo's solo. It's doubtful that that's the case, but there's nothing confirmed yet. What are your thoughts on this? Tell me your opinions in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye!